But still in the studio is the president of NUGS, and who was bringing me an update on what's happening with the candidates that start for the 2024 WAEC exams, I'll say WASSCE exams, I should say. Mr. Daniel Boche, thank you. You're such a generous man, very kind and patient with me in the studio. So you're telling us an update that the chunk or the bulk number of persons that start who have been affected by this decision by WAEC, some of their results have been released. Some of those people.
Yes, some has been released subsequently.
Is it a very good number of persons? Or?
Not at all. We don't have the actual statistics.
Okay.
WAEC, in their response to our initial petition, wrote to us that they have finished their first round of investigation and have released some. About 4 days ago, we published a publication asking affected students to reach out to our Legal and Student Affairs Committee. It will surprise you to note the volumes of complaints that have reached our offices. Over 1,500 complaints have reached us so far, and these students are calling in anguish. Parents are calling, their children have fallen into depression because they are unable to apply to the universities, and admissions are closing. Most of the admissions are closed.
I would have thought that the lawyer for the candidates who sought the High Court to allow them to at least the results be released because they haven't been determined anything yet.
Exactly.
I would have thought that WAEC would have, adhered. But WAEC also says that they are seeking a stay of execution. Precisely.
And you see, that is where NUGS is feeling that we are being taken for a ride.
They gave a legitimate concern.
Good. You know, everybody has the right to appeal on any matter that goes to court. Our issue is, if as an examination body, you have conducted exams and you are about to release results, and you feel that you are not done with your work, then hold on. Don't release some of the results as they did, and then withhold some under investigation, and release them as and when you are done with your investigation. Because the whole investigative process and the rest is part of the examination that you are doing. And so why would you release some for some to get admission to school, and then you release some now? You are now inviting people to come and justify some of the issues for you to investigate. I have real cases from last year, last 2 years, where some people's results were withheld. By the time the results were released, admissions were over. They had to resort to private universities and the rest in order to get admission.
So particularly, what are you asking WAEC to do?
What we are asking WAEC to do is that within the next 7 days, whatever investigation they are doing, they should be done. If they believe that they are right and that the students have engaged in exam malpractice, they should proceed with their rules and cancel the results.
All in 7 days?
If not, they should release the results for the students to have access to admission. Our second main issue with them is the cancellation of entire results in isolated cases of malpractice.
Okay.
In cases where a student takes in, let's say, a mobile phone or writes on the skin or something to go and take a particular paper, what WAEC does is that they cancel the entire results of the students. So let's say you are going to write your 5th paper, your last
Is this a novel practice by WAEC?
This is something they have been doing, in actual fact. And so when this issue came to my attention, I went into their regulation because I wanted to know where it was coming from. In actual fact, they have a regulation that states that if you participate in a malpractice of that nature, they should cancel your entire results. And when we met them, I raised this to them and told them it was unfair.
I'll let you go, but finally, after 7 days, if WAEC does not adhere to this petition, then what?
National Union of Ghana Students, NUGS, represent all Ghanaian students from preschool to tertiary. We are going to mobilize all students to protest. We will occupy their offices nationwide, and then from there, we will proceed to court. We are going to press home our demands until the welfare of students are fully adhered to.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your patience as well. Right, moving on.